I'm going to do my best to keep it short, but when I have a wine such as this, I just have to capture it. So yeah, it might look like the standard Ramirez de la Piscina that I've been talking about, but this is not it. It's a 2016 Grand Reserva, so this has gone either through extra barrel aging or extra bottle aging, or both. I don't remember all the rules on Rioja, Oven, Crianza, Reserva, Grand Reserva. They'll have to do with aging. I think even with harvesting per ton, I'm not quite sure, maybe even alcohol, but there's a certain amount of minimum aging in barrel and in bottle before release. This is a 2016. The Ramirez de la Piscina Reserva for sub $20 is one of the best wines, my wine of the year 2023, because of its price and its quality. This was not $20, this was $40, but 5 out of 5 on Vivino for me. This wine's amazing. It's awesome. It's got a little bit of vanilla, but then it's got so many other flavors. You know, blackberry and sage and sweet basil, a little bit of cedar, a little bit of tobacco. It literally has so many aromas and flavors, and it's got a depth and viscosity to it. It's got a tannin to it. I haven't had domestic lamb in ages, and gosh, did I overpay for it. New Zealand lamb, I could get a rack for like 25, 30 bucks. This was like a triple rack, although it didn't eat like a triple rack, and it cost some ridiculous amount of money. They claim domestic lamb's less gamey, but I think it just tasted like good lamb, bottom line. And with lamb, I'm not going to have a cab. I want either a Northern Rhone Syrah, maybe a Southern Rhone wine. Rioja for sure works. I was going to do the Sangio yesterday. I thought about it and I said, nah, that's not going to really work as well. It could. I would rather have a Nebbiolo with lamb. I kind of want a little bit of tannin. Not that Sangio doesn't have tannin, it does. Kind of want a little extra tannin. It just happens that this specific Grand Reserva Rioja has a crap ton, and it's 2016. It's an awesome wine. This thing is unbelievably good. So what I do is when I have a memorable bottle, I will just wash it out, put a cork in it, and like store it on my bar. I don't have as many bottles of alcohol, spirits, hard liquor as I used to. So as I drink those, I replace the spot with a memorable wine. This is a memorable wine for two reasons. One is I think their Reserva today, 2023 and 2024, is one of the best bargains for quality that I've had in the last 10 years. But then this wine is phenomenal Rioja, and I've had phenomenal Riojas too. And if you start getting into the $50, $60 range, you can get amazing Riojas. There's no doubt. This is 40, so a touch less. It's still $40. So when I tell you this is some kind of crazy bargain wine, no, of course not. Is this wine is delicious, and does it go amazingly with lamb? Yeah, absolutely. This paired with lamb, amazingly. It was near perfection, honestly. The only other Nebbiolo, for sure, Barolo Barbresco, maybe in Valtellina, Gattinara for Nebbiolo, or to pair with lamb, I might go Bordeaux as well. So I do like a nice Bordeaux, typically going to be a right bank, Merlot heavy, Merlot cab, but Merlot heavy right bank Bordeaux with lamb. Used to always go Northern Rhone. Really liked that feral and slightly possibly gamey nature of a Northern Syrah that paired well with a gamey meat. So a little bit longer on the couch than I wanted, but I did not want to miss the opportunity to talk about this wine. I will most definitely be buying another bottle of this when I see it. Phenomenal. I'd love to compare this to the Muga, and I always get the name wrong, Special Selection. Let's just call it Special Selection. I get it wrong every time. And that wine I feel is a little more unctuous than this. Maybe less traditional. I think Lopez de Heredia does the best Grand Reserva Riojas that I've ever had. I think Muga does Rioja amazingly. Sometimes is a little unctuous, a little over the top, maybe a little extra oak or a little extra new oak. The delicious factor is kind of always there. I feel like this somewhere falls in the middle of that. So that's probably where I would put this wine. Now, the Ramirez Reserva, Muga has a Reserva. I think Muga's Reserva is above 30 now. And that's always been a solid wine, but they're next level up. And that's not their Grand Reserva. I think they're not even... Muga's Grand Reserva is called... Oh, how am I blanking? And it's like $80, $90. Oh, Prado Anea. Muga's Grand Reserva is called Prado Anea, which is a phenomenal Rioja. But it's like $90. This is 40, half. But different stylistically. Actually, ironically, I just said Muga's more unctuous. This is bigger than I'd say Muga's Grand Reserva Prado Anea. Prado Anea has a little more elegance. Kind of crazy. I'd have to try all these side by side to really know. Either way, bottom line, Rioja, lamb. It just goes super well. Really, really well. And this wine will now be on my decorative reminder bottles of wine that I keep. That's it. Have a good night.